have to kill in order to make an impact in that game.
Yeah, again, it seems like NIP may be occasionally too reliant on these surprise picks, the Arc Wardens, the Lone Druids. While it is very, very intimidating for other teams to have to deal with, the top tier teams have contingencies. And obviously Meepo in game one was not prepared for, but once you've kind of broken the seal of like, we are more than willing to pick non-meta things against you and just favorite picks that we have, then the enemy team's going to be wise to that.
Yeah, and we did see in the last draft the ban out on the Brood, the ban out on the Meepo. They were ready to not be surprised, and when the playing field was even, LGD did come out ahead.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I just like, I love the Quap and the Razor, right? It's a complete counter, but usually you see the Razor goes into jungle, farms up. This Quap kept the pressure up the entire time, and that's what you got to do. Schedule, baby.
Schedule. Let's take a look at our upper bracket. As you guys can see, coming up next, we have got something for you.
That everybody's been waiting for. Secret EG. Let's go. Upper bracket finals.
Go, baby. EG has been pretty much shouldering the entire region for quite some time, and they are officially shouldering it now versus Team Secret, who is also one of the few European teams left. So that will be an incredible showcase. We have just seen both these teams be completely dominant in this tournament. Obviously, they're in the upper bracket, but every single series, they're just pulling stuff out. They're just doing crazy things.
Yeah. That being said, I think it's going to be a 2-0. I don't know which way.
Whoa!
But I think it's going to be a 2-0.
I mean, I definitely would say Secret is favorite. I think Secret's just the best team in the world. And it feels like they're almost like just one by themselves, and then everyone else is like 2A, 2B, 2C. Because I thought Vici was up there with them, and they had a pretty weak performance. So we'll see. EG has some strats, but I do favor Secret. I think most people will.
Yeah.
The last 3 majors that I've been to, I've been on these panels, and people are saying Secret is the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Secret's going to do it.
Yeah.
And
where has it been?
Well, what are you asking?
Where has it been?
I mean, they usually do it.
They didn't win Dream League.
Okay.
Did they win Shanghai Major?
Chongqing.
Yes.
Well, they did win Shanghai Major, though, but
Not that one.
that was a while ago. I mean,
they do need to show up. You're right, because it is like they go against these VPs, and sometimes they get like super gone on, and they kind of forget their roots. But I think they're looking like in the top form. And when do you want to look in your top form? Right before TI? We're almost there.
that's why VP is intentionally dropping the ball right now. They know it's dangerous to look too good before TI.
I mean, you guys are joking, but I actually do think that that is serious. And not, I would say the closest team that we've had going into TI that looked good was Team Liquid. And still, they were like on the cusp. They weren't number one.
I think Wings were also up there.
Okay, Wings was a very good
Wings was an exception to the rule, though.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, when will we ever get another Wings? But anyway, gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor and a pleasure paneling with you today. As for me, I'm God. We are the bottom boys. We only deal with those elimination games. You need some top-tier casters, panelists, and hosts for your upper bracket. So we'll leave this garbage aside, and I'll go and put myself in the trash. Let's bring it on out to our girl Sheever and the rest of them after this little break. Toodaloo.
Interesting, I mean, a killer choice. He ends up dying, giving away first blood to Ace. We had yet time, but they will be able to find him. Really good positioning. It's not quite enough to swashbuckle. Telephonic shield just yet, but he is relatively tanky. The fear comes out now.
We have been deprived of the coming matchup in the previous major, but it is finally time. We're going to see two teams with a lot of history behind them, a lot of pressure on this upper bracket finals match. We have got Team Secret and Evil Geniuses for you. Winner goes to the grand finals. Loser will have to make their way through the lower bracket. But it is going to be a match that is fitting for the upper bracket finals for sure. And for that, we also have a fitting panel of Kyle and Gods. Gentlemen, this series, the blockbuster of today. I feel like I've said that a lot because there have been a lot of good series, but this is definitely the highlight of the day, Gods.
It is. The rivalry between these teams goes way back from when Secret was first formed, going back like 2014, 2015. 3 of these EG players have been on Team Secret at one point. It is just
Some of them have
treat
been
to
on
see.
Team Secret more than once.
Yes, absolutely.
It's good. It's good. This is I mean, I would say other than El Clasico, you know, Navi versus Alliance, this was like the next generation of that. And I don't think we've had it this year. At least not for these stakes at a major. Have they even played at a major?
They have. Only one. At the CQ major, they met at the lower bracket finals, actually, and it was Secret that knocked Evil Geniuses out, and EG, of course, secured their 3rd place there. And now they're going to fight to see if they can already secure top 2 here today. For that, though, we're gonna need to have some players actually show up on the stage as well. So let's welcome on stage Evil Geniuses and Team Secret here for the upper bracket finals.
Merci d'accueillir Evo Genesis. Et leurs adversaires, Team Secret. Faites du bruit!
Two teams that will only be satisfied by 1st place on stage right now in Team Secret and Evil Geniuses. And you know what? Throughout the years, these two teams have existed, and they always have been doing really well. Different iterations always, but both these teams, you can always find them at the top, Kyle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, always. It's kind of eerie how even though
Yeah.
they go through different rosters, e.g. different captains, like same core though. I think that's the key, and that's what I wanted to discuss because I feel like pretty much every Western player, I'm not going to get into China, that has a claim to call themselves greatest of all time is on stage right now, with the exception of possibly our Flower No Tail. And
who are the ones that you have in that category? Who are
Currently.
your goats?
well, I mean,
Yeah.
depends on what your class. Like, what are we talking about? Like, does their play, does leadership, captaincy, drafting?
See, that is the first step to defining a greatest player of all time. What do you define as a player? What do you think you need to have as a greatest player of all time? Do you need to be able to captain?
I think you've got to have the killer instincts, right? You got to have the willingness to call yourself the GOAT, like my boy Sumail.
No, if you're calling yourself the GOAT, you're 100% not the GOAT.
That's not
Let
true.
me tell you.
That's not true.
That is 100%.
Jordan calls himself the GOAT. He did that in his retirement speech. He even remembered to call out his 8th
Okay.
grade basketball coach for doubting him.
All right. Okay. Look, if you have to say it, then it means you're not sure of it.
True.
I agree.
Well,
You're trying to let people know. You know there's people out there who don't believe it, so you're trying to convince them, which means you don't 100% believe it yourself.
He is only telling me. I am telling the world.
So
'cause
you're-
that's like the gig.
Okay, you're Sumail's spokesboy.
No, unofficial. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
they probably don't. He wouldn't have wanted me to
Doesn't
say.
want.
But you know, it's too late now.
Look,
Can't take it back.
I mean, he's had a short career. End of the day,
Yeah.
his first TI was TI 5. I don't think he's been around long enough. If Dota goes on for another 5-10 years, then yeah, he's maybe going to be in that talking point.
Yeah.
He's won one TI. No one's yet to win a second TI.
I would just argue he's never been the problem with any of it.
Yeah.
His roster, which is also why he's still on it. And
Sure.
S4, I think, could make a claim. Just been dominant for so long. And then, of course, once we swap over to Secret, Puppy, who one of only, I think, 3 players that's still been to every single TI as a player.
Every TI, yes.
I think the other player missing in that Western play discussion is probably Kuro, for what he's
That's
done
true.
and achieved.
Oh, I'm going to get flamed. Oh, shit.
You know, and only one player of those possible ones has not been on Team Secret.
Yeah.
It wasn't S4.
S4 was
They've all
definitely
been
on
on
yeah.
Secret. All 4 of
Everybody
them,
has
yeah.
been on Secret.
Every.
Oh, I mean, Sumail hasn't been on Secret. There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
It's because he's only ever been on EG.
It's true.
Hopefully his reign with that one NA team he's played for doesn't end like mine did.
Yeah, Team Secret right here, of course. I mean, they have been dominant. They are top of the world. People are calling them best team in the world right now. And I feel like coming into this series, they're a clear favorite.
I think so. I feel like behind the scenes, most teams see them as a clear favorite too. I was with a couple of teams over the last couple of days, and no one thinks Secret's going to be challenged at this event. Maybe Liquid, they're looking to, because even though, and it's crazy, you know, even though Liquid's results haven't been the greatest throughout the season, they're still respected as a squad that is championship worthy. It's just a matter of like, will they find out? Will they play to their potential? Because everybody knows that when they are, they can beat everybody.
But the same can be said for Evil Geniuses. Better yet, it has been said that Europe is the best region of them all.
Clearly.
And Evil Geniuses, to get here, they beat OG, they beat Liquid, and they beat Ninjas in Pajamas. There's only one European team left in their way to the grand finals.
I think the story of EG this year is, I mean, there's the whole third place thing, but it's very much that they are consistently beating the teams they're expected to beat, but have yet to really have those good series against.
Mulai harimu dengan yang asli. Pertemanan yang asik ternyata nggak asli. Demi like di sosmed ternyata nggak asli. Kirain beneran baik, baiknya nggak asli. Kalau kita sih pilih yang asli, biar berbuka makin seru. Cuma Yos Cincau yang asli nyegerin. Manis dan cincaunya asli pas. Yos, asli segarnya, asli cincaunya.
Slipped out at one point. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, in EG, if you're not top 3, you're garbage. Like, what are you doing? Like, just kind of, I think that attitude still exists within the ranks. What?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that, because they're the top team in the world. We have said from yesterday morning onwards, we had 8 teams left here at the major. Those were the top 8 teams, and we've seen some great Dota out of them.
I think it's, if you're playing on EG and you're not top 3, you're underperforming.
Yes.
That's what's garbage.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, a team playing at your first DPC event coming from South America and you make it out of the bottom 4 and you get, you know, 9 through 12, you're amazing. That's the thing. It's always compared to your expectations and who you are as a team. So for EG, the expectation is you win championships.
Yep.
You get top 2, top 3. Not even top 2, top 3. This is a team who really wants those titles and hasn't had many
It's about
in
winning.
a while. Yeah.
It's about winning. You play to win the game.
Yeah. And these teams are going to play to win. We are in the draft, so let's talk Dota for a little bit, because we have got some usual suspects probably going to be removed. Drow, of course, one of them. But
I think that Bulba does his homework. He'll come into this with a game plan. And Secret's been not predictable, but they've got a staple a stable, rather, of openers that they've been looking to the entire event. They've already banned out 2 big ones, the Rubik and the Shaker. I do not believe you can give those to Secret, who ban Abaddon themselves. That's another one. Then we're looking at Sand King, Pudge, Nature's Prophet.
Pudge. I don't think we're looking at Pudge.
We could be looking at Pudge.
I think that, not as an opening two. You really think it's opening? They
They've
did
done
it
it.
one game.
They did 2 games.
Oh, 2 games. Okay. One of those they lost horrifically. I think Pudge is one of those heroes you got to pick in the right game. Look, it's
Sure.
Secret had this idea about it coming in. They won a game or 2 against some of the weaker teams, and they ran to LGD. It worked once, got destroyed the next game. So I don't think we just see a straight up first 2 Pudge. Could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong, but
I hope you're willing to be wrong. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that the supports are really the ones to watch, though. Crit and the App Store. I think they've respectively been playing the best on their teams, and I feel like 4 position right now is in a great spot in the sense that you have finally that potential to truly impact the game again. You're playing those old school stun supports, right? Everyone's buying a Blink Dagger, and you're trying to find the initiation, counter initiation that wins your team engagements, find pickoffs around the map. And I think there's a gap between these 2 players and maybe the rest of the West. I think China, VGJ, FY, and Fade specifically, like they're just in a league of their own, these 4 guys.
it's
GH will be there too, but I keep forgetting Liquid because they're not in this series, and I feel like I'm going to get assaulted on my way out of the venue. There's a lot of jerseys in the crowd.
There are.
that is a peculiar Batrider ban, I feel. I wonder if that speaks to something Secret
Profit, yeah.
to get. Yeah.
They're 100% taking profit if EG don't want to first pick it here.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Sand King is a concern, and I would not be surprised to see
Doom,
Secret.
that's been banned most of the time. And
Yep.
it's one of his most comfortable heroes.
This
Doom, just good in the meta right now.
Yep, and this is something Puppy loves to do, especially in these like later playoff stages where he knows, and this is, Bulba's flaw or perhaps his strength, where he's always willing to take what he feels are the best heroes for his squad. He's going to pick Doom here 100% of the time. Secret most likely expect this, and Puppy loves to do that. He loves to give away the best hero on the patch.
It's similar to what VP did, where they would let teams just first pick Drow against them because they know we have an answer to Drow maybe.
Oh, we've seen Wraith King a couple times. Not very successful, and not on the side of Team Secret just yet.
I like the pick, though. This is the Doom counter. You do a ton of physical damage, and especially with the skeletons, once you spawn them, Doom has nearly no armor. And in addition, you absorb the Doom. Whoa.
Secret on some next
Whoa.
level stuff here.
All right, I was totally wrong.
There's obvious synergy when AA has a stun setup. You can get those cold feet in lane.
Yeah.
It just makes the hero that much better.
Is it a core, though? Is
I
it a
think
core
it's
AA?
Puppy 5 hero. He's always kind of leaned towards this a bit. Like even when AA was out of the meta, he would pick it up every now and then.
It's weird because they've just nerfed the Chilling Touch into Oblivion. It used to be this great spell that would secure lanes, help you find kills, whereas now, I think if you're not a core, it's just not even skillable.
Yeah,
I expect
it's
him
not
to go
a
the
spell.
cold feet.
Yeah, Puppy
style.
was one of the first AAs that would max Vortex first.
Yeah.
Like he would go this
Go like-
1-4-1 build. Like
Yep.
Chilling Touch level 1 as AA used to do. Then he'd get 1 in cold feet and then just maxes Vortex.
Yep.
Crazy magic damage amplification. So maybe we see some more magic damage coming out from Secret.
It's a page out of the OG book, and something Secret also does understand. They're more subtle about it, but they very well understand like damage mechanics, and they almost always have some source of amplification and or save. They always draft the save, as EG do here. Oracle, one of your typical counters to AA, because you want to deny the regen potential, but when you're Oracle ulted, the regen is like still ticking off to the side, and in the void, I guess, wherever math is done. And then if AA ult fades before Oracle ult, you'll still get the full credit for all the regen and healing that was applied during the duration.
It does mean that you gotta time it properly, right?
Correct.
Because you do need to. Because if the AA ult is still active by the time that your ult
Correct.
ends from
But
Oracle, you're still dying.
I think AA ult is what, 8, 10, 9, or 8, 9, 10 or seconds, and then Oracle ult is 6, 7, 8. So it just means you have to hold it for a little bit. You don't want to be in a scenario.
And generally, if you have to use it like the second they get Ice Blasted, they're going to die anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
But
just-
it's cool, though, because you can edict to prevent all that massive magic damage. So you have the amp on Secret, and then EG with the ability to just completely remove it.
makes a lot of
5
sense.
seconds remaining.
We've seen Oracle being very successful. Like we were talking about it now as a counter to the ancient deprivation, but that's just a nice benefit, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good point too, because EG, I'd say I've taken the best offlaner and the best 5 support in the meta at the moment, and that's what you would expect again from EG. They just tend to rely upon their individual skill and understanding of like what the best to play is, and they just try and do it better than their opponents.
You talked about it being, yeah, both the weakness and strength of Bulba. It's just that it's predictable. EG drafts generally, you know what's coming. You know what Arteezy's like first, second, and then third choice of carry. His hero pool is normally fairly narrow. It's not that he as a player can't play a lot of heroes. It's that EG want to pick him the best carry that's in the meta. And
when you prep for a match like this, beforehand, you're going through replays, you're going through drafts, and you're trying to come up with as many permutations as possible. Like, all right, if they ban this, we'll look to go this direction. And what I like about the way Secret does this, what Puppey likes to do, is throw a curveball. Like, I don't think EG planned to get Doom, right? But Puppey, there's no way they plan to get Doom and immediately have a first 2 AA against it. It's not been shown by Secret at this tournament yet. Like, it's weird. And it gives Secret an edge in the sense that they might have a better idea of where this is going from here. Yeah, it was something VP's coach, or Zeke, talked about at the last major. I remember when we were talking to them, and it's like, you verse Secret, and the draft is just, there's all kinds of crazy mind games. Like, it just, you're not playing a standard Dota draft when you're versing Secret. He said he really liked, I remember I was talking with him yesterday, he said he really liked playing against Bulba. He learns a lot from Bulba, and he likes drafting against him. It's like both players know what they're going to do, right? It's like chess grandmasters that are just using a scripted opening. Like, it's just about finding the weird little openings where perhaps you find the advantage, give your team a huge edge. I like the Monkey King ban from EG, Naga from Secret. Medusa is a potential pick here for Secret right now. It is in the pool. Yeah, a lot of the counters are banned out, notably Monkey and AM.
Yeah, but wouldn't you save it until like maybe 4th, maybe even 5th pick?
I guess I think both teams have the potential to scoop it up.
That's the scary thing, is that it is one of the better cores left in the pool, so you may want to grab it before the other, but they get Tusk for now.
This is so much damage potential. Like the roaming supports, AA Tusk has long been like this crazy dual support roaming combination. Obviously the Chilling Touch isn't as good, but you still land Cold Feet with these.
And all the skeletons get the tag team too, right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's actually insane.
That is a lot of damage.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you, Kyle. I don't think this is going to be like a Nisha Wraith King. That to me doesn't make sense.
Zai Wraith King?
I think Zai is playing it. Or they're going to do like a mid-1 Wraith King and then put Nisha on some like mid Medusa or something. I just can't, I just don't see it being a one position Wraith King.
Like this pick from EG. Not great against Wraith King, because you just die in that stun and a crit or two. However, whenever you're playing against two supports that don't threaten
you. Wraith King. You don't like versing Puck as Wraith King, Kyle. I disagree.
It goes both ways. You don't want to play against
how do you stun a Puck as a Wraith King? This stun goes flying through the air, and guess what? You have this spell, you
blink on top of him, Gods. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then you blink on top and you have this one.
It's like,
this is not how that...
Wraith King gets farmed, and the point is that Puck is threatened by the damage output. If you catch the stun, you're in trouble. That's the point. Like, you will die. It's much easier to play against lockdown.
What damage is Wraith King got here? Blink and what
you'd rather play against like a Venge, you know? A nice Venge, he'll stun you and hit you a couple times, which are all good. Wraith King,
this Puck will not get solo killed by Wraith King a single time this
Okay, guys.
Okay.
We will see how Secret and EG think this matchup's gonna go. I'll leave it to them to show us. Yep. So what are we thinking? Because on both sides, I kind of feel like the biggest difference is there's a lot of control in Secret, and the only control in EG is kind of the Puck.
Yeah, I think you go for a Deuce here, Secret. Some big core to play around that does a bunch of spread damage, because both of your supports, and really the Wraith King as well, they are single target, and you want something that that just benefits from these supports, because they also have very limited wave clear. You need something that can sweep the map with ease. And I just love Dusa against Doom and Puck and Oracle, really, because these heroes have a very hard time ever entering the field in a team fight when Deuce is walking forwards.
Where do you think the focus is going to be on in terms of last pick? Like, which role then would they save to last?
That's as good as Dusa looks right now. I think they may want to save niches here for last, because they've got that 10th pick of the draft. And that's where picking up your other side lane core maybe could make more sense if you feel there's enough options for Nisha, whether that's something like his Arc Warden coming back. There's a lot of bans on his heroes, and they're not going to get. Whoa,
that's an AA core. That's an AA mid.
Yeah,
told you.
There is still, you know, the other sideline, Shaman cores.
No, that's an AA mid. AA mid. It's interesting. I think I just don't like it as a 5. It could work if anyone's going to do it, it'd be Puppy.
Yeah.
But it's just such a cool hero mid because you can buy your own damage, you do your own damage, and you amplify it. It's like almost not a better version of Pugna, but yeah, it's more burst damage for sure. If you land the ult on the target, I don't know how it would do against a Puck though. If there is a Puck mid, I think it's more likely S4. It is one of his signatures.
Or even Crit plays it sometimes with S4 and Doom, like 3/4, the Doom Puck.
I really think EG just goes Deuce though.
The nice thing with AA is the new Chilling Touch. You're going to get every range creep, is what I've seen most mid AAs do. It's like anytime there's, you know, contest over range creep, okay, you pop that, you get the range creep. And the AAs I've seen go mid have been maxing out Chilling Touch too.
Let's talk overall strategy for a second here, because we've seen these two teams play very different styles of Dota 2. Yesterday, when EG was playing, they went for the long, drawn-out, tactical games. And when Secret plays, it's still very tactical, but they play a lot faster, and they tend to end games a lot earlier as well. How do you feel like these drafts fit into those type of mindset? Are we going to see something very different here coming out from them in terms of tempo?
I have no idea
Tempo-wise,
what Secret's looking to do.
I mean, I don't think the tempo for Secret's changed too much.
Ooh, EG goes for
Throwback.
the arc.
This was like start of the DPC season. There was a period of time where TZ was just Arc Ward and TB every single game.
And to your point, Sheaves, they're going to obviously go right back to that Lycan game. We look to game 2 against NIP.
Yeah.
They weren't able to win it, but at the same time, it looked like they were going to for a little while until NIP started crushing through fights.
But at the moment, they're just going to try to avoid fights then?
Yeah, which I don't know if is the right style to approach Secret in this game. They have so much kill potential.
Yeah.
Evil geniuses
Strong
turned to
ban.
bad.
Yeah, for EG, this was, I think they wait to pick their Arteezy carry because they want to make sure they get the right pick, because they know Secret's going to be playing faster tempo. Secret's going to look to really, you know, play quick, force towers, force fights really early on, and Arteezy and just EG as a whole is normally this more mid to late game team. They pick those hard late game carries for Arteezy more than Secret does.
I think you want something like a Lesh here. If you're going Sumail, I like a tempo.
Okay.
I want something that can kill buildings and just find kills. You know, a high damage output, most importantly.
I guess you got to disable on that as well, because that's still kind of something that I'm lacking here.
Yep, I agree. Ember, perhaps, like something that plays with pace around the map. Lesh has super high move speed. Sumail's been going for the move speed talent and bots at points. Ember, obviously, with the remnants. You want something that can leave lane and play around the other EG heroes. Could also just be the Doom offlane Puck mid, and you last pick a crit hero here. I think that's not bad. I wouldn't mind just a standard Sand King if you want to go that route. Because I don't know if I like crit on Doom the way this is looking, because Secret's a Doom support that has a rough start will just feed all game.
I think that's where more likely we see that Puck support with the Doom as a core.
Okay.
At least the last time they picked these two heroes that I recall during the group stage that was how they set it up. At the same time, that's still a little bit greedy with the 4-position Puck.
Both teams using almost all their reserve time as well. It's been a very fluid draft, like not rushing to any conclusions, either drafter. Like the Spectre ban, that's, you know, when we talk about Arc Warden, it's high reach is what you would need to kill it, and Spectre is that in a nutshell. They do go for the Ember. Okay. I like it. It's also just one of Sumail's signature heroes. I love it for it.
Against this lineup, against like a mid-AA core, it's like you get on top of AA. This is a hero with no escape, really, just no way out, and Ember has a lot of kill threat on AA and on Shaman.
It does mean that he's going into the matchup blind. I'm also not sure. I have a feeling it'll be AA mid, but if it's like a Rasta mid, like how does that fare against an Ember? Like I'm not actually sure what these matchups are like.
I mean, the Rasta mid sounds even crazier than the AA mid. At least
there it is.
Ooh, boy. They were ready to pull that one out.
That is, I can't believe I didn't see that coming. That is an insane 22-pick Meepo. That
you like it?
It absolutely destroys all the cores of EG. You don't care about Doom too much. You get a blink.
Warden?
No, you just blink on top of them. Spam root. Same with Ember. Same with Puck. And not just that. You have the lifesteal aura from the Wraith King. You're gonna be able to take Roche, no problem. The damage amplification on the poof. It's just Who's playing this? This is mid one, right? Does Nisha play Meepo?
We're gonna have to find out. Do
Good
we?
question. Might be something Nisha's been learning. I mean, the old secret you say Ace, obviously, but mid one's never really been a Meepo play, so I want to say Nisha's picked up the hero. It's probably him.
I have no idea.
Do we favor Secret because of the Meepo pick?
I don't know. I like both drafts, and I feel like this is exactly what you'd expect when you look at the series. EG, tried and true, they keep it blue. Secret, what was that? Will they be able to play it? I don't know. So far, they've proven they can play anything they want, so I'd have to give them the edge just because I think this Meepo is going to go off.
Yeah, I think they'll have no problems being a Meepo team.
Yeah.
It's a great Meepo game.
Yeah. And when you think Meepo, you think you want to have kill potential, you want to have lane shove, and more importantly, like you can have like 4 support type heroes almost, because Meepo is all of your win condition, and
you want to win fast too with Meepo. You
exactly.
Don't want to
yeah, and
they can do against Arc Warden.
Secret
Alright,
has
guys.
like 4 supports. They're just going to kill everything.
There's a lot to talk about, but we are not gonna do that. Someone else is going to do that. It's going to be OD Pixel and Fogged who will take you through this upper bracket between Team Secret and Evil Geniuses.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, EG versus Secret. What a best of 3 we have up ahead of us. Fogged, we've seen the picks. It is this last pick Meepo coming in for Secret.
We've got core AA, we've got last pick Meepo, and it's not even a mid AA, it's an off-lane AA. It's Zai playing and mid one's playing the Meepo.
Let's see how it works out as the action begins.
Evil Geniuses contre Team Secret. Game 1.
And here we go. As you can hear, everybody here in Paris very much ready for this matchup. Secret versus EG and Intro. Very fitting for this one. 2 teams of epic proportions and 2 teams that have been on absolute fire this tournament so far, Fogged.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see Nisha playing the Wraith King too. Not a very exciting hero, but we have seen this matchup versus the Doom played quite a lot. So we see like the priority switch, right? You see Crits playing the Doom and they're making Nisha play Wraith King. So, you know, some mind games coming out in the draft for sure, especially from Secret when they have, you know, when they're opening up with an AA, looking like they have 3 support heroes. Definitely putting EG on a bit of a confusion here. Wondering how these matchups are going to go. Meepo versus Ember. That does not sound so great for the Ember in the mid lane. But we know what Meepos do, and he does usually just end up leaving, goes to jungle because he just farms so much faster there. So Sumail will be able to get some space, and I think Sumail needs to have a pretty good time. His bottom crit.
Yeah, Crit taking a heavy bit of punching there from the 2 of them as they go in upon him. As the bounty runes will be, looks like, well, Secret, they do still have eyes on that one, so they will be able to take 3 of the 4 to begin with. As Yapso waiting, seeing if anyone falls to the bait, but with that ward down, EG know of his whereabouts, and we'll see how, as you say, these lane matchups do start off, as it looks to be both the Oracle and Arc Warden RTZ going to be heading towards that top lane, and we'll be farming against this bit of a different lane, this core off-lane ancient apparition from Zai being backed up by Yapsaw on the Tusk. It feels like these 2 heroes, though, they've got a lot of kill potential,
Yes.
right?
It seems like they were trying to avoid the matchup bottom because it's got a lot of kill threat, but top as well. Secret's lanes are just extremely threatening. Like Wraith King, Shadow Shaman, there's a lot of damage coming in between them. The stun from Wraith King is one of the more powerful ones in the early game. Top also, I mean, Tusk with tag team plus with AA's attack range and an Orb of Venom thrown in, if they get on top of some of these heroes, easily going to be able to get brought down. So EG has to just keep their distance up top. Don't let them get on top of them in particular, because they do have the double range. So the harassment game for EG should be pretty solid up top.
We'll see on the bottom, Crit has been able to make the pull through with the creeps over to the tower, so the S4 is able to hold the wave in a position where he can at least get some CS against these 2 very potent heroes, especially once the levels are there. He has to look out for that instant catch available from the Shaman.
Ooh, they actually just, they're able to note now that Puppey can't actually make a rotation in the next few moments. Puppey actually TP'd from the tower to his tower. So he wanted to make sure to get, I think, 2 or 3 creeps that went there. So now they know there's no TP on Shadow Shaman, so we could see Crit make an early move to try to put some pressure onto somewhere, because he knows that Puppey cannot move. Bottom. The orb is used by S4. He's grabbed.
They've got the control on him, S4. He's going to try his best to run away. He has got a phase shift to play with. Will try and keep himself hidden in the trees, but Nisha, Puppey They're hunting, does go for the juke down bottom, and he has got an orb back up. There it is, another phase shift will allow him to jump back to safety as S4 will escape Secret's attempts.
Very nicely done. See that mid matchup, Sumail's doing just fine for now still. The first few waves, so 9 last hits, also going to be able to claim himself a haste rune too.
Yeah, he's been able to keep the harassment pretty high onto mid one, making sure that the Meepos aren't in position to fight. Bottom lane crit. It's getting right click down by Puppey with that heavy right click, and it's enough. This Shaman, he punches.
S4 isn't careful, has to be careful too.
That, you know, that 83 right click damage that Puppey's spawning, you cannot afford to get too close to him.
And even turning can be a bit scary sometimes because he's got double fairy fire and a stick as well. So if he pops one, you might actually just get grabbed instantly and get turned on as well.
Stop, Fly. They get the kill on Yap, so they will lose Fly. But both of the supports going in on one another. That nuke damage from the Purifying Flames, enough to help Arteezy be the first to get the kill on Yapzor. Fly sets it up for him.
A lot about that harassment game. If they can keep Yapzor low, if he's not actually able to be full health when they go for those type of committed plays, you said, a lot of magic damage. As soon as they're level 3 in this lane, we know what Oracle does now. The Purifying Flames does a crazy amount of damage, and so does even Arc Warden. As moves being done on both sides.
Yeah, but S4 can turn. Send the orb back out to Nisha. Nisha going very low to that Infernal Blade. He'll still keep himself alive, but both teams down bottom really giving it their all to force each other's cause away from this lane. It's going to mean that there's going to be that long walk back towards the base from the Wraith King. So some time where Nisha is away from that lane, and now a bit of space to allow S4 to catch back up. He was suffering to get the CS, but now with that sort of space, he'll be able to start catching up in the farm.
Puppey's very fortunate that he got the early kill, the first blood. Being a Shadow Shaman, his 5 position sometimes can be a bit tough. We don't see it that often because you're just very slow sometimes, but now he gets boots starting off right away. So that makes your life just so much easier now, just being able to make your moves and not get punished down because you just take one step out of position. Top Fly.
Does manage to block Fly off. Fly, he's trying to cut his way through the trees. A couple of them taken down, and he will get himself up to the high ground. But Zai and Yapzor, they'll continue to chase on Fly. He's trying his best to run a quick route, will create a bit of a distance between him and Yapzor. But the salve, it's been cancelled by that long-range hit from Zai. Fly still on the run. Shards will be back up in a second, and Yapzor has Mango as well. If anybody messes it up, oh no, Yapzor! A rare mistake from the top-tier player as the Shards won't trap Fly, and Fly is able to walk back to base.
You have to be very thankful of that as Fly. Yeah, we do not see that happen very often. Not in those type of situations there.
And we'll see it again, poor old Jappy. As one of the easiest shards potentially in his life, and he misses it. I mean, look, Fly sort of jumps over. There's a little bit of OS Frog in that. For sure, as Fly is able to slide to safety. He had his ice skates on. 5-minute runes coming up. So he was able to hold them, Puppey. It's in position, but Crypt will try and go and chase this one down a little bit. Puppey has S4 around as well. Puppey popping the first Verify, but S4 is onto the high ground, looking for those body blocks, making sure the Crit can get that extra bit of damage in, blocking Puppey away from the Shrine, but another fire, and the Shrine. Puppey will survive. Top lane, Fly tries to go in on mid one, doesn't have the damage to kill him off, as Fly will lose his life. Back towards bottom, Sumail. He's joined forces with Crit and S4 to kill off Puppey, and they will claim the kill.
I like that aggressive move by Sumail. Right, you're not seeing anybody in the mid lane. You know the Meepo's just jungling. Fly just gave you that information too. Now you have liberty as Sumail to really just put pressure on the lanes, make moves around the map. Don't let Meepo do what he likes to do. Don't let Meepo just sit in the jungle and then they just send somebody mid to soak the experience. So we're going to be watching Sumail for a bit here, just making these aggressive plays for his team. He needs to be the space maker, right? He's got an Arc Warden on his team. We're going to see this Ember running around non-stop.
Nisha. Great fire blast onto Crit. Crit's dead. That damage too much, and in fact with the Hex, they can look towards S4. Has the shift and will be able to get back. Nisha not quite having the stun back up again, but Yapzor's now come into this bottom lane. S4's got to be a little careful. Does use the orb. We'll see if they're able to get some sort of a wrap round. As Puppey, with the wards ready, starts to get that vision down bottom. So extra control. S4's got to be careful as he heads a little close. Puppey can't quite get the grab though. S4 keeps his distance, gets back. Mid lane, Slider Fist being used to dodge any sort of poof attempt from mid one. As Sumail's farm continuing to look very good in this mid lane. Sure, mid one has the edge with the fact that he's been able to turn to the jungle a little bit as well. But this Ember still hitting the timings, and Sumail, we saw it earlier with that first move. You can expect him to be very mobile and be there to react to any sort of play from Secret in the side lanes and try and give EG that number advantage to get the kills.
Yeah, he's always going to be using Flame Guard, pushing the lane out, force the Meepo go to jungle, and then make a move immediately. You see him starting to do it already toward that top lane. Super easy kills for him, too. If he's able to get on top of the AA, this looks like a very dead Zai.
Yeah, this is absolutely perfect read of the game from Sumail. You can feel it already. He is ready to go, and any chance that he sees to move around the map and take those kills, he'll be there.
Yeah. I mean, you know what he needs to do, right? Like, it's very telltale when there's the meatball, because now YapzOr goes to the mid lane. You know what they're trying to do. They're trying to distribute their resources as best as possible, so have to put those aggressive plays out.
And EG, in fact, has
Got a catapult.
They are heading towards this top. Want to try and take this tower down, as you say, with the first siege wave. And Zai, not a whole lot he can do. Yet to hit that 6, of course, on that core. AA up top. So he has to keep his distance flight. We'll send the root out. YapzOr and mid one are here as well. Crit and Sumail heading up to the high ground. YapzOr tag team, the root onto the two of them with the nets. They're trying to kill off Crit, they'll get him. But there's the jump for Sumail. They've killed off the Meepo. And Sumail, he could try and chase for more. Will he be affected by the freeze? He won't. He's able to get away from it in time. But still killing off this Meepo. They'll certainly take that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the meanwhile, Arteezy's able to put some pressure on the tower. He pretty much has the Midas finished up on this Arc Warden. S4 has gotten a much better time down bottom after that start. Sure, still some suffering on last hits, but near level 6 on the puck. Levels are the most important thing down here for him.
S4.
We got to see some of the fun, of course. The potential that this game does have right there. We saw the tag team plus the Meepo start to play out, how much damage it really can come in when we see those levels come in. I mean, it's really fun. It's something that we really have to keep an eye on when he does isolate targets.
Now down bottom. TP's coming in. They're going to bring Arteezy in as well for this. Sumail also charging forward. See if they can catch down Puppey. Sumail, he's going to put a remnant down in the trees, forcing Puppey to head up to the north. And they'll chase him down in the trees. And again, EG just making these fluid moves across the map. Sumail now 1-0-3. He is everywhere they need him to be.
And it's a free rotation for Arteezy, too. It's not himself. He just pops his clone, sends his clone down bottom, and it's literally just for free that he's able to do that to get maybe in a little bit of extra involvement for his team to set up for those kills, even though he probably wasn't needed anyway. It's just that little heads-up move that he can do with the Tempest double as well as his TP. As he will just be continuing to farm. He has the Midas finished up at a pretty good time, that 9 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant
Got the Ice Blast flying in on bottom, but there won't be any other sort of defense at the moment from Secret. As EG allowed to get some free damage onto the tier 1 tower. They are now starting to lead over with both Puppey and the Wraith King. Nisha, see if they can get the catch. Hex to lead in. Nisha is there as well. Crit, can he get over and help out his man? Sumail's got the sleight of fist. He'll try and jump himself away, dodging the snowball. There's the jumper to the side. This time, though, the shards. YapzOr will grab him, but he's got another remnant available. Sumail continuing on the retreat. Everyone's turned up Sumail, trying to hide in the trees, but they find him with the root. They've got the stun follow-up. Can Sumail get out of this one? It doesn't look like it. He cannot. They'll kill off the Ember. Secret finally able to punish Sumail for those movements and for that aggression.
YapzOr making up for the shards from earlier with some absolutely beautiful ones. As they're getting invasive here, they're looking to try to claim all 4 bounty runes. AA Blast coming down too.
Another shards, blocking the route out for Crit. Crit's surrounded, Crit's gone.
Oh, S4 as well.
He's hit by the Ice Blast, and he will. It's on point from Zai across the map. As EG lose 3.
And they get all 4 bounty runes. And they get the power rune as well. An Invis rune on YapzOr to continue some aggression. They have the Shrine bottom. They have a smoke available too, if they choose to do so. Their levels, looks like Puppey's going to be the one who is taking the tome in this game, appropriate for your Shadow Shaman, get those Serpent Wards early on. Also noting that he's put 2 points in Hex. I think we've seen this more and more often, especially when you're playing versus a hero like Puck. It's all about just getting the just instant disable on him.
A lot of space continuing to be there for mid one to stay ahead of the pack with the farm that he has. This is a Meepo in that top spot. The triple Wraith Bands into the E-Blade.
Yeah. And it's a great game for the Meepo as well. He has plethora of targets. Their damage on EG can start to ramp up, but it's going to take time. Ember Spirit and the Arc Warden both don't naturally deal with your Meepo too well. Ember kind of does, but he definitely is going to need at least that one item before he can start to trickle him down. Because the Meepo's going to be ahead of the Ember in the majority of this game, just from the nature of the hero.
EG, smoke set up around mid. They want to try and catch off another core.
Now does have the tome. He is near level 6 on the Doom, but it looks like they're going to try to give him a little bit of experience in the mid lane as they make a rotation toward bottom with Sumail. Like we said, Sumail is just going to be running around, constantly looking for plays. S4 bottom.
They're going to start the play onto him. See if they got the damage to get him before he can jump out. No, he's still alive. He jumps to the side. Serpent Wards drop down. That'll kill him. But now EG, they're ready for the turnaround play. They'll look towards the 2 of them. Dream coils down. Sumail trying to slowly burn them with the Flame Guard. Extra TP's coming in as ecieh will look to join the fight. Puppey goes for the Hex onto Sumail. Yapzor leading it on to Fly. Fly with the self-false promise will keep himself alive. They lost Puppey. Jump forward though from EG. They have the root, the control. They'll kill off Nisha once. Can they do it again? There's the Doom. Crit had it saved and ready to go for more. ecieh with himself and the Tempest double offering the damage needed to kill off Nisha. Double kill for ecieh, and EG may not be done yet. They're looking to move in and chase down potentially Yapzor and Zai. They'll push this wave in. Zai and Yapzor will be fine though, as it seems that the mana has run out, so nothing else for EG to offer in that attempt.
Good responses from EG, just bringing absolutely everybody to go for those kills. And in the meanwhile, it looks like Mid1's decision was, I'm not going to join you guys. I'm prioritizing something else. Takes the mid tower, immediately sends another Meepo top, and looking to claim a secondary tower at the same time, knowing that EG, they committed everything to look for that fight. Coil was used, every single, the Doom was used as well, and all the rotations too, the TPs. And we will start seeing the decision of which item it's going to be for Sumail. He has to itemize to deal with the Meepo. It's not the Maelstrom, it's the Battle Fury.
It's the way you got to go.
Yep.
It absolutely is. A lot of opportunities for Sumail to hit those big cleaves when the group up is there from Mid1, but it's going to be hard to find those situations. As you say, with the way that Mid1's playing at the moment, he isn't grouping up with the team. He's elsewhere. But still the Battle Fury, a beautiful item to behold. Bottom, Zai. He looked towards, but Yapzor quick for the TP. Crit and Fly cannot go for any more damage upon him.
One thing EG does always have to keep inside of their minds this game is the Roche potential. We know that Meepo can do it very easily, but you throw a Meepo and a Wraith King, they can also do Meepo with Tusk. They have a lot of different options on the side to be able to just 2-man or 3-man or, you know, one of those type of combinations to take out the Roche. So EG does have to keep tabs around there soon. So getting a ward around that top side, I think, is definitely something they should be looking to do pretty soon. Because as soon as the Ethereal Blade is finished up, that Meepo, he can just walk right into the Roche pit with one more hero. And it's easy pickings.
He's going to get the root from the trees. In comes the backup. He's got the chamber. Sumail's in trouble. Sumail straight up dead. Mid1 with the play from the fog. There's going to be a buyback for Sumail. EG Dream Call down. They've got to get return kills. Crit saved just in time by the false promise. There is an Iceberg flying in, but Mid1, he's still alive. He's going to look towards S4 and Sumail. They'll get themselves back and they will kill off the Meepo. So with that buyback from Sumail, they do get some vengeance. They will take down both Puppey and Mid1.
Oof, S4 was very close to ticking out as well. Fly, just in case, does throw the Fate's Eating on him there. But this Meepo is really showing how much power he has in the game, just enforcing all of the rotations from EG. He's got global potential, too, so that makes it a lot scarier. Like, this Meepo's fighting, you're like, okay, sometimes when you're fighting Meepos early game, you're all dropping very low, but you're like, all right, we're okay. Throw an AA Blast on top. It can change the tides entirely.
Sort of having to use that buyback early on from Sumail, it is going to mean that the Battle Fury is not going to be an incredibly quick one, and he's caught out. Ooh. Remnant gets him away. Sumail will live to see another day, but bottom lane, Nisha takes the tier 1 tower.
Constant aggression. This is exactly what we wanted in this series. 21 kills at this 14-minute mark already. And it does not look like it's going to be slowing down at all.
Secret ready to move with the smoke. They know if they can get Sumail once again, it's going to be quite a while that he's off the map. And his first major item will be heavily slowed down. As EG, they have to make sure that Sumail's always in position where he has backup behind him. They have ways to keep him safe. As long as Fly's in the neighborhood, he should be safe. Should be able to offer that false promise, that safety and security to allow Sumail to at least get his spells off, be able to jump away to safety. As Roshan is going to be looked towards. In they go. They can do this pretty quickly between the three of them. And EG will spot it out. S4 is going to send in the orb, but already just the amount of damage that Zai throws out. Fly, he will be there to help him. But for now, there's going to be the roll. In fact, no, it doesn't. It's not enough to save him. S4's dead.
Sumail.
In the river, Puppey. He's got the Hex, the Shackles. They're on top of the Ember. Sumail, he does have the Sleight of Fist. The root will still be there. Again, Mid1 just controlling him up, holding Sumail in place. Sumail, he cannot get out of this. Another Sleight. He's still surrounded. We'll have the Remnant ready, though. He was prepared for that situation to get out of there. But Secret, they've got Rose. They've got the Aegis on Meepo.
So hard to play Ember in this matchup versus Meepo. Sure, you can Slight to try to buy yourself time in between those nets, but man, they just have so much control for this, as we see. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? It's that Roche. We know that they're going to make a move very early into that pit with just the nature of their heroes. And EG did not really have everything available. And S4, he's the most important one in the game to start the fights besides Sumail. And Sumail, if he jumps in, he's already used his buyback. If he dies there, they are absolutely going to lose so much control of the game. So S4 dying there, they immediately can't make a contest into that pit.
Lane, Yapzor, let's step a little far forward here. Crit and ecieh will be quick to turn upon him, and Yapzor, he's got no escape.
Still showing, Arteezy does have that item on him already now. He does have the Maelstrom, so his damage is very high. He is 3-0-4 actually in this game as the Arc Warden.
Yeah, that's where the power is at the moment for EG. The other cores starting to really fall behind. It is just Arteezy that has that sort of power spike in the middle. Flight caught out by the Hex. The control from Secret, way too much. Blast from mid one as well with that E-Blade, and Fly's gone.
Is a very scary timing here for EG. They've got their ultis available. Yeah, like you said though, S4, he is pretty much in even net worth as his Doom and the Tusk in the game. Unable to find any space to find the blink for them to get a good initiation. So Sumail kind of has to play as an initiator, but it's so scary versus this Meepo.
It was a hard lane for S4 to start with. Yeah. Up against this double disable. S4, a slow start, and again that he's going to try his best to recover. Already though, jump in. Blink Dagger's picked up by mid one. They're on top of S4, and he's gone once again. The puck is dead.
He's really just, he feels like a support puck now at this point, just because of how far set back he is. Brought down by, just takes so much, even just from the Tusk. I just saw Yapzor punch him for nearly 3/4 of his HP because he has his Treads double bracer build on Tusk.
And they're eyeing up Sumail on top. Just the two of them though. Hard for them to really have that opening initiation. They need either the Puppy Shaman or the mid-one Meepo to have that instant jump and go to catch Sumail off guard. Sumail will be fine mid lane. They found another big core, jumping onto Arteezy. Mid-one with the blink, making the plays, and in fact up top, they're going for Zai. Zai will be able to turn, get the Ice Blast down onto the two of them. Crit buffed up by the False Promise, will be able to move in and get Zai. The rest of Secret are turning up though, so EG have to get out of there. Fly will be unable to do so as mid-one picks up another kill. And now still this 5k lead that Secret are holding on to as EG struggling to really slow down the pace of this Meepo lineup that Secret have.
I mean, they really just got the most important kill in the game for Secret. They killed Arteezy there. Arteezy's the one who's dealing with the split push, dealing with the side lanes for the most part, and now they can just walk up and look to take a tier 2. Mid lane's also pretty low as well as mid one just jumping in for Sumail.
He's just going for it. Again, with these roots, there's nothing that Sumail can do. He's dead and gone, 70 seconds. A long, long time to be dead at just the 19-minute mark. And Sumail still without that first item. He's trying his best to get that Battle Fury.
Zai hunting S4 down bottom as well, has the Atos from earlier.
Let's see if he can get this on his own. Ice Blast, it's out upon him. S4 will jump out. He's trying for the TP, but they'll see him as S4 will go. Zai getting the solo kill. As EG really beginning to crumble now.
They have Serpent Wards. They're going to threaten high ground. The deep push from EG is dead.
And Secret push so fast. As the wards, the skeletons, the Meepos, they've got all the siege potential, and EG with 2 cores dead. How do they stop this mid one? Straight in on top of Crit. Fly, Crit, and Arteezy. They're having to run back to the base, but Crit's not going to be able to get away. Shackles is there to hold him down. Secret, they'll continue pushing on. And I don't know how...
This is a dead Rax for sure.
How do EG slow this down? I don't think they can.
Arteezy just has to keep spamming, but he has to be careful. If he gets jumped, anyone gets jumped, there's dead. There's no false promise. S4 is back up, so they have some of their deep push here, but the Rax is already gone. He's trying his best to throw the bubbles to protect them on those opposing sides, but...
As it's gone. 20-minute mark.
They're all respawning, though.
Breaking the base. Mid one able to poof away. See if they can get any sort of catch. Sumail chains onto the two of them. Ice Blast out, though, in return. Back onto Arteezy. Arteezy's got to be careful. It's a 4-man Dream Call, but there's very little follow-up for EG. They have no damage, no items on this Ember.
Mid one just keeps jumping in with no fear. He's got like 2,000 health on this Meepo. He doesn't have to worry about anything here. There's a full Desolator, too, on the Wraith King.
Goodness.
Secret just picking up a plethora of items here, cleaning up the shrines, back up, collect those bounties, too, and... Oh, EG, they're going to need a miracle here to try to bring them back as this one is... I mean, I'm looking at these net worths like Sumail. How does he deal with a Meepo now who's got double his net worth?
He's still, what 1,100 gold away from having the Battle Fury.
Yeah.
And even when you have that, at this point, with the stats the mid one has, it's
going to tickle.
You're going to tickle.
Yeah. And they're even starting to... Okay, they actually changed it up. I saw Zai building toward a mech build, but he actually switched to just go for a Glimmer for himself to protect the back lines, because the one thing that Zai does have to worry about is if he gets jumped in the back, but... He's pretty tanky, and now with this, it's a lot more survivabilities. Yes, tons of items being picked up from Secret. Even a Shadow Blade now from Yapzor. So I'm a little worried of... I was already worried for S4, but I'm worried that he might just get punched into death from a position 4 Tusk.
I mean, this game as well, for sure. You know, this is Secret still very much playing at this incredible level that they have done so far this tournament.
Yep.
But how much would you say this is on the draft? You know, Secret getting this 5th pick Meepo. Is this draft just that much better than EG's in this game?
I mean, this Meepo really changes everything. A 22-pick Meepo is always going to do that, and then they also have 2 very strong pressure lanes that EG were not able to actually respond with too well. Top did fine. Top did great, the Arc Warden, but bottom, you just look, S4 had a nightmare of a game, and he's very important for this game on the puck.
And Secret round the mid, ready to go in towards the base again. EG, what can they do to stop this? Arteezy has got the full Mionette. Tempest double going to get critted down in a couple of hits by Nisha.
He's trapped.
Recoil is going to be there on mid when they're going to try and go for this, but at the same time, Secret, they're collapsing onto Arteezy. The Doom was laid down onto Nisha, but he still has that reincarnate. He's going to have that second life. Mid one jumps in. Shackles are there as well. Samel's trapped. He's dead and gone. Secret, they'll look towards Crit. Controls there from mid one with the root. Crit's dead as well. Triple kill
Samel.
for the Meepo. There's the buyback for Samel, but he's surely going to die yet again. He has a remnant in the trees. But Nisha, he's chasing, he's hunting. Mid one, eyes onto Fly. He's moving in on the Oracle. The E-Blade's out upon him. Fly's trying his best to run. Shackles down to Samel. It's a dieback. It's a rampage. As mid one, he gets both of those kills at the same time, splitting the Meepos up, killing both Fly and Samel together. This man's Meepo just looked absolutely perfect this game. Mid one has had a brilliant time. The draft was set up for him to do so, but he has played it flawlessly.
This game is impossible for EG to come back, and now this Meepo is just way too big. Everybody in the side
They
of
just
Secret
tear
is-
through the base.
Yeah. And this is another thing now you have to add to your question mark list of when you're drafting versus Secret.
Yep.
You gotta watch out for a last pick Meepo as they've brought it to their arsenal and displayed that mid one is a beast on the hero as he's taking over completely.
Absolutely is. The mid-racks getting taken down. 30 seconds where the EG do not have Samel alive. Ice Blast won't quite connect. But EG, they've already lost the melee racks here in that middle lane. And Secret, they're just able to walk away with no consequences whatsoever. Yapsor, he's playing around with S4 up top. As S4 is sort of trapped in, he has got the orb. As he will try and jump away. Yapsor is probably suspicious that he could be around here, but he doesn't have the shards back up, so cannot hunt for him in the trees.
I'm just looking at the items that Yapsor is queuing up this game, and I can just tell they're having a good time. They're feeling very confident. He's got a Deso queued up on the Tusk now, too, so yeah.
I mean, and you just look over to some of the members of EG, you know, Samel, he's been having so many stellar performances this tournament, but Secret just absolutely breaking him this game as he's got Treads and an unfinished Battle Fury at 24 minutes in.
Not even just, I mean, mostly mid one, to be honest, right? Mid one just has been bullying Sumail in this game for the most part, just with the roots. Sumail's trying to walk in, and he's just like, I can't actually move in most of these matchups because I'm just stuck inside of these Earthbinds. Been very well played by Secret as they back up. They still have firm control. Pretty sure they're picking up a couple more of their items here too. Got, I mean, Meepo Hex and another ulti orb on top after all that. Almost level 20. They now have S4's Blink Dagger, but the damage on their lineup has been significantly cut. Ember Spirit is less net worth in the 4 positions. Nearly less net worth than all of the heroes on the side of Secret. He only has 1,200 more than the Shadow Shaman. So his damage, I mean, without Battle Fury, even with Battle Fury, he's going to be tickling quite a bit. But this could be one of the last goes for EG as they picked up a couple items. Spirit Vessel and that Blink. They got to try to make something happen. They can't let Secret get this Roche.
They need some sort of insane play here.
They really do.
17k behind. 2 sets of racks down. Samel with no items. They'll try and go, but the shards are there, blocking off the Tempest double. S4 goes in with the 2-man Dream Coil. But the armlet's on. Nisha's more than fine here on his first life as he'll tank it up. The Doom has been dropped down, but Crit, he'll fall. The Ice Blast over onto the 2, and then Crit and S4 are dead. No buybacks available for them. They do lose Puppey, but Puppey buys back straight away. Arteezy surrounded by Secret as they run him down. He does manage to pick up a second kill onto the Tusk, but the damage will burn through after the false promise ends. Arteezy is dead. Mid one's looking for more. Flies caught and trapped down. E-Blade Blast. The root's out as well. Mid one continuing on his beyond godlike streak this game. As Secret will just barrel down the mid lane and very surely you'd imagine look to try and force this game to an end. As now the buybacks come out from EG. It seemed like they had their last chance a long time ago, but they're still going to try and give it something.
Yeah, Secret's just way too farmed at this point. EG, they get a pretty decent coil, but just the front line is too strong. This Tusk and this Wraith King, they're the ones that are actually caught inside the coil.
Samel He's been hexed. Mid-one's there on top of him. He does get the remnants out in time. Will be able to jump over. But mid-one's chasing. Samael's trying his best to juke. He has another sleight of fist. He's going for the slight TP, but mid-one's got the damage. Another death on Samael. 22k lead now at 26 minutes in for Secret.
Firm control. Queuing up their last few items that they can get. They don't really need them too much, but they've got so much extra gold coming in from all this. Like you said, 23,000 gold lead. 4 of the top 5 net worths in the game, and they're looking to close this one out.
As EG with the smoke, maybe hoping to catch someone off guard. A mid-one just presents himself, starts to push in. We'll have Samael back in 10. Secret, no mid-one, he's already in the trees.
As far as dead.
He's straight in onto the puck. He's got the route on to fly. They've got to run back to the fountain, EG. They cannot afford to step anywhere close to this Meepo. As mid-one will help them finish off this final set of racks. Serpent Ward's down as well. They have a fortification to buy some time. And mid-one jumps across, gets the kill on Crit. Double kill for the Meepo. The damage on the racks will continue. Samael jumps in. He'll be quick to jump out as well, but he cannot. The Hex is there. Triple kill for mid-one. EG getting absolutely slaughtered. GG is called. And Secret making a mockery of evil geniuses in this game 1.
What else is there really to say? This was an absolutely commanding performance from all of Secret. Everybody looked like they were having a great time. They threw the draft. They threw some wrenches into the draft, throwing an AA off lane. You really didn't know until that last pick how the lanes were going to be decided, but oof, this team.
I mean, I don't think anyone could have seen this series, this game going this way. This sort of difference between the two teams, Secret and EG. EG, they've looked pretty damn hot so far here at this LAN at some of their finest levels, but this game, whether it be the outdraft, the outplay, they were just outclassed by Secret. But at the same time, you know, EG, they are a team that if you knock them down, and even if you knock them down hard, they are going to be coming back with some fire in game 2, surely.
Yeah, for sure. And you just got revealed. That was a 22-pick Meepo that really just was a beautiful pick in the game. They did not have the heroes to deal with it, and they had such good aggression. And they had just had a nice balanced draft that really worked into it. And EG's was just suffered so much in laning phase, right? As for if he was able to maybe get a better start in the game, then maybe you could see some more action happening, because it felt like everything was relying on Sumail being able to do like so many jobs for the team.
And as I say, you know, if you beat Sumail like this in one game, you know that next game he is going to have no chill, as we can definitely expect EG to come back with all guns blazing. But this first game of the best of 3, Secret take without losing a breath. One of the easiest games that Secret's had here at the Major so far.
In case there was ever any doubt, it's taken away right now because mid-one knows how to play Meepo. What a game 1 of that upper bracket finals.
Yes! Mulai harimu dengan yang asli. Pertemanan yang asik.
You know, you're saying off stage, like, I think EG's just playing too slow. You can't try and take Secret into like this 40-minute plus window where you're going to start taking over the game. They're too good. They're playing like machines right now.
Yeah, they need to go to those Arteezy heroes that are not the late game carries.
Yeah.
And the only one I can really think of is maybe like the Lycan.
Yeah, give me a Lycan. Yeah, sure. Give me a Lycan Lesh. You know, let EG not just have their comfort heroes. What's that face sheet?
Yeah, well, if you're going for Lycan Lesh, and sure, I like the Lesh, but then you're still going for a Lycan, and you're still going for the long drawn-out game.
No, you're not.
You're still going to try to avoid fights. So you really think you can avoid fights?
No.
When you're playing up against Secret, who is going to find you wherever
that's the point. No, but that's the thing, is that it gives you the ability to like threaten early. You have so much damage.